It's Saturday. It's Sabbath. A lot has happened in the last 2 weeks, and it is snowing. I wonder what it's going to look like tomorrow. Tomorrow is 8 a.m. free breakfast at the church, which is going to be filled with addicts and covens and enemies, planning a trick for me. They've invited me to some more churches. I have some music CDs that I was going to sell in my store. I purchased these right before separating from the devil, and I actually had tested almost all of them, but in the move things got misplaced and I wasn't sure which CDs were tested or not. So I just had a stack of CDs, and occasionally I'll put one into the boombox and test it and make sure it has no skips. So every CD you buy from my store will have no skips unless I mention that it does. And so the next one I grabbed was Tragic Kingdom, and then the song was playing. It said something about Sunday morning, and then I realized like today is about resting and recovering for Sunday morning. A lot has happened in the last 2 weeks. I have been attacked by a new narcissist. I have been hit on by 6 counterfeits. I think 6. Well, maybe 5. I'm not sure, because the same ones, they keep coming. Let's see. Yeah, I had my food poisoned. I've had spells used, intimidation, people urinating their pants, trying to scare me away, tampering with my bicycle, cancel demonic assignments, had a fire at the end of the block. Geez, there's so much I can't even remember. I'll probably remember more as I head out. I had the sign at the edge of my property was hit by a semi right after demonic assignments were canceled. I don't know if this is a threat or if that sign was tied to as marker for something. Plumbers got this disgusting. You see, when the wind blows, there's a piece of siding that's not all the way on. When the wind blows, it blows filth from between the floors down onto my sink area. So then, of course, there's mouse poop in there. It just blows on this. So I use a little glove to turn that on. And you can clean it, but mouse poop will just fall in it to the next day. Anyways, my home has been attacked. Certain biblical figures were involved with everything getting destroyed. I already emptied all these out. They were supposed to be replaced. None of that happened. That was another setup. And then mice got near my dishes that were boxed up. They probably got in them and contaminated them. So I might as well throw all those in the garbage too. This was supposed to be repaired. Plumbers were sent here through a charity group. Nothing was ever accomplished. I did get a toilet upstairs, but that drain doesn't leak, and since it's back here, they didn't want to get to it. And then I had the toilet installed down here, which I am using, but that is leaking into the floor, which was installed incorrectly. And they also touched everything with their toilet hands, including my fridge here, which is why I open it with my foot or this piece of tape. Anyways, I'm going to go walk around the neighborhood and see. And here's my lovely floors. Yes, I did plan on pulling this up, but you know, I just don't really have a place to put it. I've got a pile of garbage out by the side of my house, but you know, this is pretty full. There's really no point, and it's also underneath of this dryer. So, of course, the charity group came and they got everything in here. Disgusting. You can see here is a disgusting bathroom rug. It was dripping with urine from when they replaced the toilet or took it off, and they put it on top of my pictures and this stuff, which I did move with gloves and look. But yeah, they took a rug that was sopping wet with toilet water, and they put it on top of my stuff. They got this dirty. They moved this door and put like trim and things from the bathroom back in here, and just made sure to touch everything, all the entryways and things. This was supposed to be my living room. It's still not fixed. And these are probably a biohazard. Let's see. I marked this door with red tape. This door does have some damage to it, so it will be replaced if I continue living here, which I would like. But I marked this so people know, don't open this door. This is where the dogs are. So we're gonna go look around the neighborhood at what has happened in the past couple weeks, and there's more. There's more. the power lines, there was storms. Power lines along my street were blown down. Street sign was hit. House had a fire. So those things aren't going to be in this video because they're a little too far away. Back. Be right back. Just going to walk around my block. Yep. These dishes are here from when I grilled. Was that 6 months ago now? Haven't been able to get things cleaned, so they're just out here. Apparently there was a garage was demolished a few days ago. So I'm going to go take a look at that. You can see where the foundation is, but there's a bulldozer out here. Always weird stuff happens. Like 2 or 3 days ago, I think. This used to be a garage, and the city came out and demolished it and took it away. So, and there's my house. So there was a bulldozer out here, and there were, looks like they're gone now. The school buses were parked at the edge of my block, the end of my block here. So they were parked all up and down this road. And they're gone today. I think one even might have had number 11 or number 7 on it. Oh, so they were on this street. They were on this street all week, just parked here. This is the end of my block. So they wouldn't be parked in the alley because this is how people get into their yards and their garages. But along this street where I live. But it looks like they've moved them. Yeah, all week the buses were along the end of my block here. And see, now they're down there. Let's see if I can find anything out. It's a nice snow day here. It's going to be fun biking 7:30 in the morning tomorrow in this. But I'd rather bike than walk. They normally do clean the roads, so you can bike on the road pretty safely. Wonder what number they have here. Yeah, it's cold today. Cold and snowy. Looks like bus number 3 there. Just parked in somebody's driveway. Truck back there. Wonder if they're spying on me. It could be. I heard a truck like that was spying on me. And then there's another bus there. It's just parked in somebody's driveway. I should probably look up. Like apparently they don't have parking for these buses, but they were right here on my street. Yeah, I can't tell what number that one is, and I don't really want to trespass to find out. Now, this house here, I'm not going to put the street number. This is 4 houses down from mine. It is now listed for sale. I just saw a Redfin listing yesterday. This house is listed for sale for $25,000. You can be my neighbor. So if you want to come, I don't know if I'm going to be forced to move. I hope not. I mean, I like my house, but But if I have to move, I'll move, but maybe I can stay here. And here's my house. That's my house with the pillars. You see that house back there? It's listed for sale. It was just listed yesterday. So you can be my neighbor. You can be my neighbor for $25,000. Here's my vehicle that has been broken down for a year, and there is no way to get this fixed. You can't trust anyone to fix the vehicle. And of course the people right across the street here always have these decorative inflatables that they have taken down their cannabis flag. But I think this is a cute house here. And the guy that lived at my house before did work at this one that I live at, and also this house across the street. Oh, it looks like they fixed the sign today. Good thing I've come out today. So my house is a historical landmark. My yard is anyways. And so I put up a little sign here. You can come visit, but it doesn't have the best reviews because it's just a tree with a sign on it. The original house is gone. So here is my property line right here. And then here was the sign that was hit by a semi. So you can go back and look at my video. Looks like they put up a new sign now. Look, they got a new one. A new sign. I think it's the 13th. We got a brand new sign today. Yep, big snow day. It's cold. Better go back in. Of course, here's some fresh garbage thrown in my yard. It's not covered in snow, so someone has just thrown this away into my yard. Yeah, you can be my neighbor for $25,000, and that is the asking price. So you could probably get it down even further. And they also do bundle deals with a few other places. So I'm gonna go back inside. My hands are freezing. I have no idea how cold it is today. There's no way you can get a vehicle fixed if God doesn't want you to have a vehicle. It could be an $8 sensor. It could be a $2,000 engine repair. Probably has damaged the catalytic converter too much to where that needs replaced again. Here's my pile of garbage. It's been here for a year or so. I don't see any way of ever getting that fixed. But at least the house, in many ways, appears to be the same condition. It's not really gotten worse. Since my roof was sabotaged, and Saul of Tarsus and his family members were brought in, they infiltrated my fortress and installed the roof in that room with no underlayment. So that is why the floors and ceiling are destroyed in there. That's the last 2 weeks. House burnt down. If I went down another block, you'd see the house that was burnt down. And I think they've got the power lines fixed now, but those were hanging from the storm that was sent. Okay, thanks for watching.